First and foremost, we'll just finish with what you did most recently, your thoughts to the reaction from Kensington and the whole Legion public discussion.
Let's wait until the debate is done. Wasn't that helpful? This is an interesting one because it really does come to the heart of the discussion around what kind of density is appropriate, particularly on a main road, and how do you mitigate the impacts of that density on the existing residents. But I think everyone today who spoke was very thoughtful, and so it's just a matter of council now deciding whether there's a compromise or what decision they want to make.
In terms of COP, you had some poignant words we were listening to back at the station this morning about the two boys. Any idea? I know I spoke to a few of the councillors. Those safety questions will be coming up soon. I mean,
well, there'll be plenty of time to talk about that. And certainly, Winsport is doing an investigation. The Calgary Police Service, my colleagues at the Police Service, are doing an investigation. Today, though, I thought it was appropriate to pay tribute to these two kids who were, by all intents and purposes, just extraordinary young men, as well as to make sure that our thoughts are with the first responders, as well as the folks who work at Winsport, all of whom have been through quite a lot. So, certainly our thoughts are with the families and friends of all of those people.
Uber just came up with a letter to members, just basically suggesting, hey, Calgary, you should maybe be more like Edmonton. Your thoughts on that and how things are going?
Well, it's fascinating because up to Edmonton's regulatory requirement, they were talking about how Edmonton's regulations were totally unworkable. This is just a tactic. They use it a lot. We'll continue to do our work.
How close are we, or where are we on that work?
It's coming on February 22nd. There are 4 basic elements to that, and I don't think anyone would argue with it, which is you have to have a vehicle inspection, you have to have a background and criminal check, you have to have a driver's license, and you have to have insurance. I don't think anyone would argue with any of those things. Certainly, my understanding is that where Uber is arguing is on some of the details. Should the Calgary Police Service conduct that background check, as is our normal way of doing things, or should it be some third-party provider that Uber uses? And it is certainly the case that we know of at least one case where someone with a criminal conviction made it through Uber's third-party screening process. So I believe it should be the Calgary Police Service.
With what Edmonton did, with what Calgary is potentially doing, is all of this moot until the province has a chance to figure out what it's doing with the
It's
insurance?
all about insurance, and I noticed that the Ontario regulator has approved an insurance product for part-time Uber drivers just last week. But really, in Edmonton or in Calgary, it won't be legal until there's an insurance product available.
Some municipalities in the States, I believe, Uber has agreed to pay like a per fare, per ride fee to the municipality. Was that something you ever considered?
Yeah, that is another issue that is currently under debate, whether that should be a flat fee, whether it should be per car, whether it should be per fare, and Uber operates under different regulatory environments on this in different places.
Sorry, is that going to be part of the campaign?
It will be. Well, something like that will be. I don't know what it's going to look like yet.
Do you have an idea how much
I don't yet.
that should generate, or what?
No, we'll have that in the next week or two. All right, thank you.
So what happened for Chinatown this morning?
Oh, what happened for Chinatown this morning? We decided to put that off for another couple of months. It was very clear that there hasn't been the level of community debate, discussion, or engagement that I would like. I was a bit disappointed because the last time we tabled it, we wanted to have some more community debate, discussion, and engagement. It hasn't happened yet, but the clock is ticking now. They've got 2 months.